question that follows up on that. You put out a strategy on the Arctic, and yet the Russians are making huge moves in the Arctic with regard to new bases, with regard to new airfields, new Arctic command, claiming territory over huge swaths of the Arctic. You know, we had a big support in Alaska the last week on the Army task force that was up looking at potential force reductions, looking at 2 brigade combat teams potentially being moved out of Alaska. If the Army eliminated even 1 brigade combat team in Alaska, how do you think Kim Jong-il or Vladimir Putin or our allies in Japan, Korea, Singapore would react to that, given how important the Arctic is, given how important this new part of the country is? And to be honest, we have a 13-page paper. The Russians are putting major troops and infrastructure in the Arctic. Does that concern you? And should we be looking at removing brigade combat teams, our only airborne brigade in the Pacific? Sorry, Mr. Chairman, I went on a little long there.
I think both of your points are very important. The Arctic is going to be a place of growing strategic importance. The Russians are active there. We are, as your state is right on the point of, an Arctic power. And that needs to be part of our strategy, and it needs to be more than and I think it is, more than a pamphlet, as you say. And the other thing, you raised what Kim Jong-il is thinking and so forth. This is why whether we continue to invest in the defense that we need, whether it be BCTs, as you say, or any other part of our force, is something that others are watching. It's important if we ever have to use it, but it's also important in ensuring that it's less likely that we will have to use it. And I do worry about our foes being encouraged or heartened when they see us debate whether we should spend enough money on our defense. And that's just yet another reason why I really hope we get the support for the defense spending we need.
I won't speak to the number of Army BCTs, brigade combat teams, but I will say the Russians have just taken a decision to activate 6 new brigades, and 4 of them will be in the Arctic.